Alrighty guys, welcome on back to Avowed. Last time, we finally got to this new area, the Shattered Scarp. We made our way down to Thirdborn, the new city, found some totems on the way, and defended the city from some dream spawn. So we're going to go ahead, hop into Thirdborn, look around the town, and then see where it ends up taking us. This area looks like, I mean, it looks the same size as everywhere else, but it seems like it might be a little easier to trek, just because Thirdborn's right here, and so it lets you go in every direction. So let's head on into town.
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit.
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
Kai shouldn't be here. None of you should be here. Huh. You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
And you should respect our authority to protect Thirdborn from unknown dangers like you.
Come on, Daran. They slew those dream thralls for us. I doubt he could have done that if he was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans tried raising Fior. We'll be next. Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
Daran, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
That's the problem with the Dream Scourge. When you find symptoms, it's already too late.
We better get to clearing out these corpses.
Alrighty, our first step into Thirdborn here. Let's see what we got.
Everyone okay?
The guards. Oh, that's cool.
I think I saw my uncle out there.
I guess he's the same
He
as
left a few weeks ago on
I
a
there,
trade
but
caravan.
he definitely does not look it.
What could be someone else?
What is it? Oh. No. I mean, I need one. That sucks. Okay, it's been a long time since we've sold, so let's go ahead and just quickly get rid of some of these. Is that really it? No, here we go. Great. And then these are just wow, superb grimoires, huh? A magic build would be really fun right now. So she's the magic seller. What do we have over here? I'd like to find the person that sells the hints as well, just so we can get that out of the way now. Some more superb weapons that I won't be using. Too many arquebuss I don't care for. Ooh, that's good, but my companions don't ever go down. So I'm just not going to use it. Pick up these lockpicks. Thank you. And just take a quick peek at the map. Oof. Ooh, there's a lot of quests here. Well, let's just start swinging through. I'll start up here, come back down, and try to grab the rest of these.
But we'll do everything we can to keep you safe.
That is a good amount. I didn't even mark this one right here.
There he is. Oh. Godlike. Winds above. You're really here. I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai, you're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. one of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work. Exactly! Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
Sure, Capo seems pretty cool. A couple quests right there, but I will wait. What is that Levi? Oh. I see it now. So it looks like, yeah, that quest is pointing to me earlier was just Capo.
Giata, come say hello.
Oh, hey. You're not going to give me anything, so I'm not going to talk to you. I will go pick up the rest of these quests. That's the Leviathan. Corpse of the Leviathan.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Is there a chest, like... I keep hearing these and cannot find them anywhere. It's probably on top of there.
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill.
Here's all the bounties. Zarep, one of those, 2 people. I don't know what that is. Another person, a skeleton lord.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor?
Sure, Daco.
Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help. Ah, a kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know. So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier. Oh, you know, I'm just an intensely private person. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. What? No! That's crazy! You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either. Oh, you've yet to meet our local law enforcement? Then he's definitely no one. Be sure to immediately leave the marketplace and ignore him entirely. Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting.
I've never been one not to help you anyways, so... What do you got? Some lockpicks. Pick those up. Who's Hajime? Oh, I've already completed this bounty. I totally forgot. Let me turn that in real quick.
Ah, hello, Street. Really? One less thing for me to worry about.
1,200, huh?
Well?
What else do you have?
Okay.
I won't, I will not bother you with that right now.
Get your friend Daiko.
There's Daiko. What do you have? Seafood? Seafood, I mean health potions. Okay, and then the other merchant over here. They just keep coming. That's one I've already been to. I guess it's a little bit smaller than I think it is.
Damn, man.
Welcome. What?
Increase movement speed. Ooh, plus 2 might. Solid. Ooh. What do the boots have on right now? Dodge distance and con. Ooh. I won't pick it up, but it looks really good. And there's my, yep, there's the, hints.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days. Ah, noble in mission and spirit both. Truly, the Emperor chose his envoy well. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
If he loves the Empire so much, perhaps he should go live there.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade. I'm afraid I don't make it down the coast much anymore. Not since the loss of my men. Ah, my wandering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga, they saw Adir with me, you know, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Maybe the barkeep should cut him off.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table, to share one last drink and part as friends. Is that so? You see, I'd thought, I'd hoped. Would you venture out beyond the walls to look for them? I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Tawe, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you. Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Tawe. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul. She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms. Of course, you have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Oh, maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key
Okay.
shanties all day.
I want to get rid of this quest, whatever this one is. Find the graffiti. Okay. As soon as I turn this in, I'm going to try to find this graffiti because it's annoying to see it on my screen at all times. Let's grab these two upgrade materials real quick. I really thought the graffiti was going to be like...
Subtle.
No
Next time
way.
we ought to go for X marks the spot.
Hilarious. Okay, well. I've cleared it up now.
Are they? Did you?
Are they dead? Then they have gone to the wheel. Thank you. Truly.
The grief you're feeling now, it doesn't go away, but you learn to live with it. Eventually, you befriend it. Trust me.
Let's go, Nameho. We need to be with them now.
They'll be alright. Eventually.
Quick and easy quest. I actually don't think it gave me anything.
Good thing they burnt that shack down. Mushrooms growing up the walls.
I'm tired of not being able to find these treasure chests. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's speak with Yacht Sleeve while we're here. We're also just about to level up.
You're telling me they nearly destroyed Fior?
Yes, and they stole...
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
I know you're upset, Timothy, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research, and who knows what she plans for it. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To head sharpshooter, first class of Shatterscarp to Mirti Kaiwa III. Ludwig wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garot's wrath. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. Trust me, I am very aware of all those things. You might even say I've been fighting for those things. But there's one little problem. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
Or she'll kill you for her own amusement. Either way, it won't be boring.
Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But, if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, Go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsley, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerti. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot Thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. Probably got murdered for their arrogance. I hope not, though. We need every able soldier. Idiots decided they'd train themselves by taking on the Zarops out in the Deadfall Highlands. They haven't come back. Figure out what happened, report back, and I'll scrounge up some change for you.
I don't actually know if that's a real quest, though. Okay, no, it is. There we go. Let's go talk to Yatsley. Nope, that's Battle Scars. Where's, right here.
Fish! Get your fish!
Oh, Yatsley. Hey, stop running.
Patience, patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
I'm following you. Because if I go into my inventory, you're not going to move.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, dear.
I've been here the whole time.
Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting.
You're joking.
I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringrim? Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Eora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Aldrus Titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant. Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of interest to Ringrim. Probably something powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the Godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Ringrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though, that would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yatsley. Take care of the envoy for me.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I like her a lot. I don't know how good she's gonna be. The healing that Giada can do is just so good. Looks like it explodes and does essence and explosive damage. You can dispel magical illusions. And I think she is the only one that can do that. So now that we have her, let's go ahead and level up. Finally, we're level 15. I don't really care for that. And I'm not doing parries at all. Okay, that's not bad. Retribution after taking damage from an enemy. My next attack deals more of the damage. But I think before that, I'm looking at fire. This is what I want. Ranger. Okay, here we go. Summon a bear. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, first I'm just gonna level up weapon damage because I don't think I need it, but that's pretty sick. Okay, let's look at our companions. Yatsley, what do you got? Fire damage and reduces the cooldown. And then I don't really care about any more actives, but we'll just check. Ooh, missile battery, shock accumulation. I don't care about slowing. That seems fun. I will just grab this because it's a passive. And then, yeah, we'll give her a chance to inflict status effects. And then, reduce the cooldown. And then, sure, shattering frozen enemies for bonus damage. No new skill points, though. Perfect. Well, I think that's everything we can grab here in Thirdborn. So let's go speak to Capo. See if we can complete this side quest now. If it's gonna make us go somewhere else.
You hungry? Don't forget your friend Daiko.
I'm not gonna forget you, Daiko. Yep. Yeah, I know Daiko. I know Daiko. Oh, let me. There we go. Equip her ability.
If you... Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Ah, like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorips, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. Ha! That's the spirit. Times are strange. We need more people like you. Ah, well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? Oh, good, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Still all brine. Wouldn't have him any other way.
Good luck, godlike.
Great, wants me to go to the Sand Sea Ruins. Let's see, Kipo's journal. Okay, well, we got a lot to talk to our companions about, so let's go ahead and head back to... Ooh, and a lot of places to explore. Let's go ahead and head back to this Thirdborn party camp and talk to our new companions.
I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw...
For the camp of an official Adira envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. Just as things could be worse, they could also be a lot better, envoy. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Usually I enjoy a bit of pain, but this was a bit too much. I wouldn't recommend it. As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. How can anyone expect us to do both? As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adirans are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. The Steel Garrote are a weapon. Who do you think wields them? It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. If I must. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Well, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. Pleasant dreams.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. Right. Soap is useful sometimes, but I don't pour it in my drinks. If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Ask away. Right, changing the subject. Until next time. I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it. At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. How come the answers are never in a little oasis with shade and drink service? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin. Right. Just keep it in mind, I guess. Anyway. You too.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Something to be said for that. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me more uneasy. What about you? You were sent by your emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. Between releasing Egwolf and thwarting the Steel Garrote and Emerald Stair, you've opposed your empire's interests. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Your Emperor's lucky to have you. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. Night, envoy.
Great, looks like, let's place that totem base. Yeah, that would be cool.
Warmer, or
another place one of the fragments. That's cool. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you had to have them all.
Just getting warmed up.
Bring that one back, but it looks like there was something to enchant here, but I guess not. Any more bear claws? I can grab this one, but I don't ever use this. Let's see. Can I? Yes, I can. In fact, upgrade this. Let's go ahead and get Masse of Light level up one more time. I need Corrupted Adra now to get it up to Superb, and then Breastplate. Let's go ahead and increase it. Let's just crank it up. We have a ton of this Adness wart now. Perfect. And then might as well convert all we have into the new materials. Looks like I can grab some corrupted Adra as well. I can grab one of those. Upgrade my pistol one time. Now it looks like the only other thing I need is more of the corrupted Adra here. And then a little bit more of the new leather, but my weapons are already the max exceptional quality. Let's go ahead and rest here. Bring along Yatsli and Kai. I don't think Kai's ever leaving the team. His abilities are just too good.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the birdsong. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood, they lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Isapido. Awesome. Well, with that, we have our new companion in tow and a whole bunch of quests to knock out. I mean, all of them. I think we're going to go ahead and start working on side quests before the main quests, so we probably will not be going to do the main story quest. I believe it is one of these off to the east, simply because, as we've learned last time, if we stumble upon things like stopping the Steel Garret, it helps out in the long run. So with that, we will go ahead and wrap up here. I will see you guys in the next one.